OmniScan MX2 training program, use of sensitivity calibration wizard. The MX2 sensitivity calibration wizard is designed to equalize one calibration point across the sector scan or linear scan by applying a gain focal law offset to the general gain to achieve every focal law at the same desired amplitude, typically 80%. Prior to calibration, we can see that without the sensitivity calibration, the higher angles, because of the longer time of flight, are reduced in amplitude, resulting in a different color from the color palette. Select Wizard, Calibration, Type, Ultrasound, Mode, Sensitivity, and we have the option of either taking a real reading by applying all of the angles, or by taking 2 or 3 angles and extrapolating a curve to the rest of the focal laws in the group. Select all angles, start. Okay. Select 80% amplitude and 5% tolerance. Next. The MX2 has the ability to do the calibration in sections. In some cases, the calibration targets are too close to the end of the calibration block, and in some cases, the high angles must be calibrated independently. Select Next. Ensure the gate position is over the target and there's sufficient range for the target to pass completely through the sector scan inside the gate. Select 5% threshold. Next. Gain compensation applies a dB per microsecond to each focal law to assist in calibrating a wider sector scan and a sector scan on a calibration target farther in time. Select Apply. Select Next, and manipulate the probe to the first focal law. In this case, 45 degrees. The limitation of the calibration wizard is that no focal law can be greater than 100%, and the last focal law must be at least approximately 10% so that the calculation for the focal law gain offset to make it 80% is accurate. Select Clear Envelope and slowly, smoothly manipulate the probe, applying every focal law after creation of the amplitude trace. The software is going to take every focal law and calculate the required dB to add to the general gain to make every A scan in the group 80%. Select Calibrate and verify the calibration function by moving the probe again across the array. We're checking the amplitude of every focal law should be close to 80%. If any focal law is outside the tolerance, you can continue to hit Calibrate and recheck the probe until all focal laws are within tolerance. If any focal law is greater than 100% amplitude, you must restart to reset the calibration and repeat the process. When the calibration is good, select Accept. And with our display in highest amplitude data source mode, we can see that every focal law is at 80%, and this allows the color palette to be consistent with the amplitude all the way across the array.